This is Nick Douglas, Adventures of a Sailor Girl on the ground in beautiful Lorient in France. And congratulations, Ian Walker, your first win in the Volvo Ocean Race. Pretty awesome for Dhabi Ocean Racing.
Yeah, it was pretty special. Yesterday was a great day. I think we crossed the finishing line. We all kind of went quiet. It's like we've only gone and done it. But no real time to celebrate here because we're back into it, just having meetings about the next leg and out to sea again. But can't wait to Gothenburg.
Unbelievable. The first time I sat down with you was in Auckland, and then we sat down again in Newport, and there was still so much to play for. Did you actually think this moment would happen so early?
I mean, Dongfeng have been a thorn in our side the whole race because they've just been so fast in the light, and we never really got that under control all race. But we had some conditions we were fast in, and I never doubted our team has been really strong. We just wanted some stronger wind and less light air. The last leg was really frantic. We sort of had it under control, then we didn't, then we did, then we didn't. And I was pretty nervous right up until rounding Ile de Gois. In the end, it panned out perfectly for us. Not only did we beat Brunel and Dongfeng, but also having one boat between us really helps as well. Yeah, definitely. And the first and second coming into Lorient, I mean, it's probably strange to think that a lot of people were willing the girls to come first across the line. So still to finish on the podium, got you the win. Were you happy for the girls to have a win? There's nobody wanted the girls to win more than me, apart from themselves. I mean, when they sort of bolted on the first night, I actually think this is perfect. Like if the girls and investors could tie up first and second place, that was a great thing for us because the last thing we wanted was Dongfeng or Brunel to win with us down the pan. So just getting those first two places out of the way was a relief. They sailed a great race, and funnily enough, I tipped them to do well because nobody's really highlighted it, but they've been really good upwind all race. Everyone talks about the first few days and stuff, but actually that isn't the case at all. The reason they did well out of Brazil was because it was still upwind, and they've been struggling reaching and downwind, but upwind they've been going just fine, and all they had to do was sail smart, which is what they did. So fantastic result, and great for the race, and great for them, and great for women's sailing, and not too bad for us either, fortunately. It might have been different if it was the first leg. I might have been not saying the same things, but right now it was a perfect story. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. And for you personally, I know this is your third time around, but the second for Dhabi Ocean Racing. How does it feel? I mean, you've done Olympic sailing, you've done AC sailing. To get this one as well, does that feel good? It feels, it's amazing. I think it 8 years ago, I didn't even consider myself to be an offshore sailor. I didn't even mean to skipper the race. I only did it because we couldn't get anyone else. We never had a budget to pay anybody else. So I was like, I'm going to have to go and do this.
I'll have a go, yeah.
And then, we learnt so much. We had such a hard time in the last race. And I think it kind of just shows that if you work at something and don't give up, and you've got to put the work in. It doesn't just come. Just come easy. We've had to put a lot of hard work in, and thank goodness Abu Dhabi stood by us after the last race. They could have easily have said, "Thanks, we're going to get someone else to do it this time," but they stood by us, and we managed to have a blank sheet of paper. This is the first time we've had the time to plan everything properly. We had the budget to do what we needed to do. We got good guys, had a group plan, and it's all dropped into place. Fortunately, nothing went wrong. You can't always say that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and you can't really say third time lucky either, because as you say, this core unit, the team, has really gelled well together. I think it seems to be the strength of Dhabi Ocean Racing. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? You always look at the teams that win, and you think, they're a strong team, and but it's sort of. You only really get tested when things don't go well. When you're winning, everybody's always happy. And we didn't have that many moments where it wasn't going well. True. But we had some tough times in leg 7, and we had periods in other legs, even in leg 2 early on. We didn't have a good leg to Abu Dhabi. We had the last place in the import race in New Zealand. So we have had some distance. You're not going to sail all these legs and all these import races without making some mistakes and getting things wrong. And that's when I think we were strong. The heads never dropped. There was no sort of backstabbing or blaming or anything. I think, everyone believed that we would come out and in the end, which is what happened. So that was good, and I think our shore team's been really strong as well. I think we've been, the best prepared. I think our boat's immaculate, and then I think that breeds confidence in the sailing team. Definitely.
I mean, and you see you guys when you head out. There's a massive camaraderie when you come on shore, and you're saying, and I've been saying congratulations to the shore crew as well, because they're just as much a part of it as you guys are.
Yeah, and it's the first thing you do is you look for the people on the dock who, there's some of these guys I've worked with them now for 3 races.
Such a family, it's beautiful.
And it doesn't matter what anybody does. One of the most emotional people yesterday was Karen, who does the finances and pays the bills, and she was in floods of tears, having because she'd been through some of the tougher times with us as well. So she, it's good fun. It's good fun to win. You sometimes have to do badly to appreciate the good times. Right now, it's the good times. We're going to enjoy this last leg. They're going nuts in Abu Dhabi. Yay! I can't wait to get out there, and I can't wait for my family to come out to Gothenburg as well. So,
brilliant.
So we haven't, because there's such a short stopovers. None of us, or not many of us, have got our friends and family here. So much better to share it with everybody else in Gothenburg.
Excellent. Well, I'll be on the dock in Gothenburg too. It'll be a nice arrival for you guys, and I guess you can't really think about what's next around the corner, what might be next for you guys, but I'm sure you'll start thinking about it on the way to Gothenburg now.
Well, believe it or not, some of the guys are leaving the next day to go to America and do the transatlantic on Comanche.
Moly.
So for me, I take a bit of a break. It takes quite a while to get over this race. Obviously, we've got a lot of work still to do in Abu Dhabi, and hopefully this isn't the end of the story for Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing. Hopefully this is just the beginning or the middle. We'll see.
I hope so. And I just want to go back. You said that you haven't really had tough times this race, but you've had tough times in previous Volvo Ocean races, I think, maybe for this team. And it's great to see you guys have a good one, and I'm really happy for all of you.
No, thank you very much. Yeah, thinking back to when our mast fell down on the first night of the last race, we've come a long way from then.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely brilliant, and congrats. Yay!